Good morning. Okay. Well, hopefully by the end of these 5 or 7 minutes that you guys will be excited as we are. We're going to be real, I guess, unconventional here. So what you see this is completely different. There is a PowerPoint up there. I probably won't even turn around and look at it. The reason why, we're going to open all these curtains, okay? So, I can perform my way. I can perform my way. Bring it this way, Shonda. Yeah, if it'll go. Is a tool that we've been using at Allen Elementary School, and we have taken this ARI grant and put it on steroids, basically. Back in the fall, I opened up with this statement. What if I told you that that device changes lives? It's as big as a credit card, but the thing is, it's a mini computer that can flat out blow your mind. Okay? So what we've done here, and I've got some great assistants that are here with me today, and actually, this is part of the team. This is the team that has been focused on this, and the cool part is, they're 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. They have learned programming. They have learned how to manage these type of tools that we have. But the neat part about it, they love kids, and they love kids to be successful. So what's happening here is this. I Can Perform My Way is set up for special needs students. And it's set up to where they can perform using very, very small movements. Now, I've been a music teacher for 20-some years. And one thing that I have struggled with the most was making sure every student that I have is included. But not just having an aide doing hand over hand. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. The aide's doing it. This way, the student is doing it however they want to do it. Now, have you all checked and see if they're working and ready to go? Cool. We're going to give you guys a chance to come and play. So there's no sense of me sitting up here telling you a whole bunch of stuff. You got to see it in person, okay? But these kids, what's really cool about them is they've been working on this project with me for over a year, and they know as much about it as I do. And I'm going to just ask a couple questions to them, and then I'm going to let them talk to you just for a second. Olivia, can you just tell us what one of your most favorite things about this project was?
It's seeing the kids smile and them actually recognizing that they're doing this and not us. It just really makes us want to keep going and make our project better.
They've been working on it, like I said, for a while. Well, back in Christmas, we actually had a big, long 8-foot 2x4, and we were able to take that device and put all these cool little pads on this. Well, our special needs students, our autism units, come up, and all they had to do was touch it, and it was sleigh bells. We took the song Sleigh Ride, and guess who the sleigh bells were? Our special needs kids. But the neat part about that also, we can also set it to trigger lights. So on one end of the board, we have a kid that loves lights. Listen, all he had to do was touch it. We hooked up every stage light that we had on every Christmas tree, and man, it was like a strobe light for 2.5 minutes. But you know what? He did it. We didn't do it. They played sleigh bells by themselves. And what's really cool, and you'll see this in some of the projects, is you'll see that it's all done by motion. Some of it, you can touch it, but what's really cool about it is for those kids that can't actually open their hand all the way, it's proximity. All they got to do is just graze it, and it works. So what we're going to do real quick, guys, if you all don't mind, let's try some of this stuff out. We have 3 things here. This is called an object wall, and on our object wall, we have had a blast with this, haven't we? Alyssa, tell us a little bit where we've been using this one.
Our object wall is used in the classroom. It's an educational device that can be turned performance device. We use it mostly in our educational special needs classroom, and we use it a lot in our kindergarten classroom so they can learn shapes and letters.
So check it out. Ethan, why don't you touch us a couple of shapes there? Find the plane for me. Let's make sure it's all turned up and we can hear it. So show us the other side of the wall there. Bradley, why don't you get our iPads ready real quick, okay? So he's going to show us some letters on the other side. Now, what's really neat is they learn to record all the sounds. This is the voice of the object wall. This is Alyssa. Also, we have the middle part is a strict performance device. It's 2 iPads that use a thing called Atom Flow on it, and it's sensory. It's like sensory for the kids that just love to touch it, and it changes. Okay, so by 1 finger it does something, 2 fingers it does something else. But when you push it, Brad, what happens? It's a guitar. He can actually push both of them together with both hands, and he gets what? And what's really cool, we can change the sounds on the fly. So we can do drum sounds, we can do all kinds of neat sounds. So it started out as a full performance device, all 3 of these, and then we realized they can be educational tools too. Our Head Start kids love it. Love it. They get to come up, the teachers were like, hey, go find the square for me. And they would go up and find the square. And it gives them immediate feedback too. But the last thing, and if you notice, these 2 objects over here are on bedside tables. We realized to make full accommodations, we want to make sure that these things are adjustable. So, and adjustable on the fly. So if a kid is in a wheelchair, boom, we can lower it down and he's ready to go. If an autistic child just loves to stand, boom, we can raise it up. He can play from there. So that was one thing we want to do. So, guys, why don't you all try out? This is called our object board. So it works the same way as the others. Try it there, Brad, and let's see if we got one that works. So if you're teaching a child that, maybe a special needs child that you're looking for an actual object to make it real world, then you can say, find me the water bottle. Well, he can go and pick the water bottle up, and it gives him immediate feedback. So, and it all works off of metal tape, or over here on our object wall, it works off of conductive paint. So all of that works with these touch boards. Each device has a touch board on it, and we can change it to any sound we want it to change to, which is really, really cool. So one of our kindergarten teachers said, can you put my sight words up on there? So guess what we're going to do when we get back? This is going to be installed. We use it in our sensory room. We actually have a sensory room for our autism unit, but also it's mobile. We can take it to any classroom we want to take it to, and the teachers can use it. 2 more things, and I know my time is about up. The first thing is this. They all have a piece of paper they're going to give you. It has my contact information in it. If you want to know more about this project, plus we're going to be set up right over there, please come and play with it, because that's what these kids need to do. They'll tell you all about it. And then the last thing is this. Hey, those 7 kids, they're going to Chicago in June because they took this project to the state, and they won the thing. So they are the state middle school champions in technology. So they are going to Chicago the end of June to present there and compete there.